So, hello friends. Today's topic is what is charge and how it appears. So, we take a simple example. Suppose how basically charge appears. So, we know, suppose we took a metallic sphere. Suppose this is the wooden handle and this is the metallic sphere. Initially, it is a metallic sphere, so it may be made of copper or aluminum or whatever is there. So, initially, it has neutral, so there is no charge on it. Means why there is no charge on it? My question is this. Then you will simply answer because number of electrons and number of protons are equal inside this, so it is neutral. If I rub it across a silk cloth, indirectly I say, suppose this is the silk cloth, and if I rub this metallic silk cloth, if I rub both of these, then what happens? Few electrons from this surface of this sphere will jump to this silk cloth. So if electrons will jump to silk cloth, then what happens? Basically this silk cloth will get negatively charged. It will get negatively charged, and this metallic sphere will get positively charged. So now if I separate both of these, then what happens? Basically I understood that like this got charge. So I can say now the metallic sphere is positively charged. Like this, charge appears on any surface. Now, how to calculate the amount of charge? So once again, if I say that the sphere which we charge it positive, will charge it positive. Similarly, if I took a sphere and I charge it negative, that is also possible by rubbing that same another metallic sphere with some other materials, it may acquire negative charge also. Negative charge. So it is negative charge. If I join them with a wire, if I join them with a metallic wire, now what happens? What happens now? This has a scarcity of electrons and this has abundance of electrons. So electrons will move from, I can say this is suppose sphere A, this is sphere B, and what happens? Electrons will move from sphere B to sphere A, and finally direction of current will be from A to B. So basically you understood how the current appears here. The flow of electrons is basically current. Flow of electrons. Flow of electrons is basically current. So here as we join them with a wire, then electrons will start a flow from B to A, and finally both gets discharged. So this flow of electrons is basically current. So we can calculate I, flow of electrons per unit time. If I say, then I will be number of electrons n into E divided by T. So what is this Ne? That is basically charge. So I can indirectly say Q by T. So this Q is basically charge. Number of electrons appear over a surface, that is amount of charge. If I say, okay, once again I will take some example. Suppose this is the sphere which is positively charged, and I say if I want to find out, suppose the charge on this sphere is 1 coulomb. 1 coulomb. So how many electrons I have to remove to charge this sphere up to 1 coulomb? How many electrons I have to remove? So that we can find out by the formula Q equals to N into E. So Q is 1 coulomb, and number of electrons, how many, and E is charge on electrons, so 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19. So N, and I will say N will be equals to 1 divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19. When I will solve this, it will be 6 point, oh sorry, just a minute, it will be 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18. So now we understood that if I will remove 6.25 into 10 raised to power 18 electrons from a metallic sphere, then it will acquire a charge of 1 coulomb. So 1 coulomb is basically a big quantity of charge. Big quantity of charge. So I think you understood what is basically how the charge appears, how we can calculate the amount of charge. So like that, suppose someone asks you, if a sphere is there and I want to charge 2 coulomb by 2 coulomb, I want to charge it by plus 2 coulomb, then how many electrons I have to remove from this? How many electrons I have to remove? How many electrons I have to remove from this sphere so that it acquires a charge of plus 2 coulomb? So again the formula will be Q equals to N into E, but I will put 2, N I have to find, E will be 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19, and from this I can calculate 2 divided by 1.6 into 10 raised to power minus 19, and I can calculate that if I remove this much number of charge and this much number of electrons from this sphere, then it will acquire, so approximately it will come 12.50 into 10 raised to power 18. So this number of electrons, if I remove from this, then similarly now we understood how the current flows. Just now we took, if we took two spheres, sphere 1 and sphere 2, one of the sphere is positively charged, another sphere is negatively charged. If we join them with the help of a metallic wire, then what happens? Electrons will start to flow, or indirectly I can say current will start to flow. So how the charge and current are related with each other, just now we discuss. Basically charge, that is normally Q equals to NE, and what is rate of flow of charge, that is known as current. So I equals to Q by T, so NE by T.